Good evening, Q Services, Qwashers, eBay and YouTube. What we're talking about here is petrol engine driven pressure washers. Domestic up to industrial pressure washers. Now, what simply happens on an engine driven machine, you will find that that machine delivers more pressure and also requires more volume of water to the pressure washer than a standard electric 240 volt pressure washer. First thing you've always got to remember is that when running, you need a certain amount of volume to run that machine. So when you're running off a mains water tap directly feed in the actual machine itself, you've got to remember and think about, have you got enough volume of water to run that pressure washer? You might be connected up to the mains water tap, and then all of a sudden somebody decides to take the water volume away by turning a tap on, having a shower, washing machine and so on. So you've also got to remember on that side of it, no good having a pressure washer that's running off mains and you can't see whether there's enough volume of water going into that machine. At that stage, what can happen is you'll be running that machine and you'll get air cavitation to the system because you've not got enough volume of water to run the machine. This is why we always try to set a machine up that works and sucks from a water tank. It can be as little as a tank with 10 litres of water up to 1,000 litres and above. At least then you can see whether that water is keeping up with that tank, and for instance if somebody decides to take the water away for a period of time, you've still got enough volume of water to keep that machine going until the water comes back to full pressure again. For this reason then, you won't cause any problems to the pump because the pump itself has always got plenty of volume. The other thing is, on certain machines you will find it's classed as an integral pump unloader system. So as you're using that machine itself, the water goes in off mains water, feeding it, and what happens is the water circulates around the pump. At this stage, you've got problems if you leave that machine running. Most good engines will stop and start easily, so if you're not using that machine at that stage, you need to be turning that machine off as soon as you finish off using it. The last thing you want to do is leave that water to circulate round and round that pump. Every circulation it does, it will get warmer and warmer with the water inside the pump. This is another reason that when we build pressure washers and make pressure washers mainly for the industrial marketplace, we try to release and get the water out of the system so it returns back to the water tank that it is sucking from. This is another reason why the system itself, we don't set the machine up to work directly off mains. We let the water come back out of the tank. It then has fresh cold water to suck back into the pump, so the water is just circulating round when the trigger's not pulled. So this then protects the system itself from heat inside the pump causing seal damage and also other seals and o-rings and unloader problems. Next thing is, in the marketplace you've got two types of unloader valves. You've got the unloader with a knob on, and you've got unloaders with just a nut on that's non-adjustable. All unloaders out there that have got just the actual knob on to turn the pressure up and down, you will find that they're classed as trap pressure unloaders. The flow sensitive unloaders, which are the ones without the knob on, they work in a different way completely altogether. So when you've got a trapped unloader with a knob, what simply happens is when you let go of that trigger, that's trapped pressure at that side. You'll then find as it comes out of the pump and comes out of the unloader, you'll find a little bullet in there with an o-ring on that also traps pressure within the system. So if you have a pressure washer that's going zip, 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 what's simply happening is that pump is filling that unloader pipe back up into that trap system. Either you've got dirt underneath the seat of the actual unloader and the actual bullet, the bullet is not sealing properly, or the gun is leaking, or you've got a hose on the actual hose, you've got a leak on the gun, or you've got a leak on the hose, and that is when the machine is going zip, zip, zip. Now, even when you've got a trapped unloader, what you'll find is the hoses themselves are solid when you let go of the trigger. So if you've got a pressure washer working 200 bar, you've got that solid trap pressure in that system when you let go of the trigger, so the hose is under stress and strain all the time. You will soon find out that you're going through more hoses than you would with a flow sensitive unloader that has got zero pressure in the line when you let go of the trigger. That hose working away at 200 bar, for instance, let go, and you've got probably 5 to 10 bar of pressure inside there. That is all you've got in there, so the hose is not under stress and strain. I think that's about all at the moment, but like I say, it is something to think about when you're buying and purchasing the right pressure washer. Thank you very much, Q Services, Qwashers, eBay and YouTube.